Hello, hello. Good evening. We're going to be doing some cards tonight, some free card pulls. Hello, hello. Hi, Samantha. I'm never on this late, so I thought I'd check out the late crowd. Hi, Jamie. Why am I not sleeping? Because I teach dance, and I'm like up till all hours anyway. But also, hi. My day was good, thank you. Oh, I'm glad, Samantha. I'm never on this late, but hubby was tired. He went to bed, and I was kind of wired up. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's do a late night live. I used to go live like all the time late at night. And then my husband got whiny about it, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But he's still freaking asleep by 10 o'clock at night, like on the couch. So I thought I would just come on and maybe pull some cards, do some free card pulls tonight with the Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. Yay! Well, good, Jamie. You can keep me company. Yeah, and I'm never on this late. Usually I'm on in the morning. So let's pull some cards. Let's get some. Thank you, Jen, and I appreciate you, Jen, because you sent me all those pictures from other countries. My deck has traveled the world, and I love that. And not just because I took it places. Oh, I see Jen Boss Sauce in the house. Everybody, make sure to say hi, Jen, so people can. Jen Boss Sauce, so people can follow you, my friend. There you are, Jen Boss Sauce Tarot. Make sure you guys follow her. You are the queen, my friend. Are you kidding me? Thank you for the handheld heart. Thank you. Oh, the hand heart. I don't know what it is. The heart. Yeah, I'm never on this late, am I, Jen? I have two of my favorite Jens in here tonight. I love that. Also, look, I got my nails done. Ooh, I'm so ready for the holidays. All right, so who wants a card? So my name's Lorinda. I'm a psychic medium, but I also created this cool deck called the Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. And here's some of the images. Here's some of the cards. Ooh, this is one of my favorite. Intuition. Intuition is one of my favorite cards. I don't know who your lost child was, Takami. Higher self, but you could ask your higher self. All right. Authenticity, check it out. Yep. Awakening. I don't know if Jeff is happy without you. All right, so how I work. I try to catch you during the day, but always have to cut out quick. I know. Well, and I only do my Thursday mornings Spirit Signs and Sips live. Thank you, 3 exclusive, Cora. I made it. It's my deck. You can get it at the Schmink and Schmio. And there's free gifts going on. If you like it, if you're an Oracle deck person, you should check out my website because I do have 2 free gifts with purchase of my deck. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you. Thanks, Samantha. I'm very proud of my deck. So yeah, so let's tap the screen. I want to do some readings, but just like I do during the day, if I'm going to do some free readings, I have to have the energy exchange. I don't charge for decks. I do charge for decks. I don't charge for readings here on TikTok. I don't know, Oscar, but I also have a theory that I am not a McDonald's drive-thru, nor would you even pull up to a McDonald's drive-thru and go, fries! Right? So be respectful in my room. Read my intro. Don't drop your info. Do not drop your personal info. because I have a lot of scammers that pretend to be me. And they will find you after this live and go, Grand Rising, loved one, you shall, oh my God, Mimi, read the fucking room, Mimi, come on. I was just talking about this. Don't put your personal stuff in the chat, my friend, because the scammer will tell you that they are me, and they're going to say, Grand Rising, loved one, I saw you are missing your husband or you're missing whatever, and then they're going to try to scam you. Exactly, Trish. Trish, my friend. Exactly. Do you want fries with that? You want a shake? You want to supersize that? Let's not do that, my friends. Let's not do that, my friends. So I thought I'd pull some cards tonight. I'm not a McDonald's drive-through. Don't come in and just drop in your question, right? Yes, you do, M.E. McBee. Well, I'm glad you respect that. Thank you. I mean, you could drop your questions in here, but I'm not going to answer a single one. 100% guarantee. If you drop your question or if you put your stuff in the chat, I'm not going to answer it because you've already compromised the integrity of the reading. Oh, thank you. I thank you, Nikki. I do love my deck. This is one of my favorites. The third eye chakra. How amazing is that? So when you see this card, if you see this card, what do you think? What do you feel? Lean into this card. So what if you feel some of my energy? That means we're totally connected. We're all connected, by the way. Okay. Yes, follow your truth, for sure. Wisdom, okay. And follow truth. Yes, follow your truth. I do love that. Wisdom, powerful. What else? Yes, Nikki, speak that truth. Have a knowing. Yes, Renee. What else? Yes. Warrior, inner knowing. Oh my gosh, clairvoyance. You guys are rock stars, man, with all your responses. Thank you. Powerful. There's just something ancestral about this, right? Ancestral and tribal and earthy, right? But you look at what the third eye chakra, okay? Be mindful of lies within. Ooh, yep. Yes, Lorna. Also, hi, Lorna. This card is all about trusting. That third eye chakra, okay, it's that clairvoyance, that knowing, that when you get something pop in your head and you want to totally say, like, I think I made that up, because it comes in the same place as our imagination. That is third eye chakra. It's that knowing. We're seeing things, but we think we're imagining it. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you very much for being part of my team. Yeah. All right, let's see what else. What's another good one? All right. And also what I like to do on this app is I like to just pull free cards. I like to pull cards for people. I'll give you, what I do is I give a challenge. So let's get to 10,000 likes and 100 shares. There's 47 of you in the room. If each of you shared, every single person shared with 3 people, right? I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for gifts. I'm not asking for anything in exchange, okay? Other than 10,000 likes and 100 shares. So share the live. And I'm going to start pulling cards for people. In the meantime, while we're waiting on those 100 shares, because I see 7, you got a long ways to go, friends. Let's go. And also, I see like mediocre at best people in the middle of the night. Like just chit-chatting with like a ton of people in the room. I'm trying to figure out how that is. Why is that? What's up with TikTok and their algorithm? I probably shouldn't have said that. What are your initials? I don't know. probably starts with a Z, because I don't know. That's not how psychics work. You know what's funny, Lorna, is I'm always up this late. I'm always up late. Hey, Gigi. So most people don't know that about me because my husband's all whiny. I don't get home from work until like 9:30 at night, if I'm lucky. I'm kind of fired up from teaching dance. By the time I come home, eat, play with the dogs, watch some TV. Like, I'm usually up late. I'm the night owl in my household for sure. Now, sometimes I'll be up early because I have to get, like in the morning, I do have to get up early because my husband's got to be at work for a meeting. And it's end of year, which means he's scrambling to get all kinds of stuff done. And I'll have to get up and take care of the dogs. Yeah, I am definitely the night owl in our household. Okay, I see 23 shares, friends. Let's get to 100 shares. We're over. Ooh, look at you, rock stars. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'll start pulling free cards. We got to 10,000. And quickly, too, right, Mother Earth Oracle? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's share. Share the live. We're already over our goal of 10,000. Thank you, Mother Earth Oracle. You are a rock star. You are on top of this. Thank you. And Jen is sharing the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's me, Margaret. Also, that was a great book when I was a kid. I'm just saying. How many people know that reference for you? It's me, Margaret. Do many people? Is that your screen name? Is that a reference to the book from when I was a kid? I'm hoping that it's me, Margaret's paying attention. Nikki gets it. Cat Mom, yep. I love that. All right, we're at 45 shares, friends. Yes. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. That was a game changer book for me. Because I used to love, I read a lot as a kid. It was a great way to escape. And I didn't read that book for a long time. All my friends read it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I have to watch it. I was so green around the gills, you know. We gotta go back. Oh, I'm missing comments. It was a game changer book. A is also connected to, A in music. Yes, I did know that, actually. I played clarinet. All the clarinets. How are we doing on shares? We're at 59. Ooh, we're getting close, friends. Keep sharing that live. And maybe I'm behind. Maybe I'm just not seeing it in real time. Let's get in here. Let's do it. Let me find one of my favorite cards. I'm going to take that one out. We don't need my face in there. Let me find one of my favorite cards is the flow card. Not long. Nope. Keep going. You guys are killing it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that probably. You guys are doing awesome. I never know what words. Ooh, this is one of my favorite cards. This is literally one of my favorite cards. It's the flow card. What do you guys see in this card? While you continue to share, so we can get to 100 shares. Wait, they did? I didn't know that, Nikki. After you comment, but try it again. Oh no, Gigi. Oh gosh. I wonder why. None of my people booted you because none of my people are up. Spirit energy. Okay. What else are we seeing in this card? Okay. All right. Girl dancing with spirit guide. Yes, it could be spirit guide. Partnership. Free. Very nice. Okay. Ancestors. Yes. What else do you see in the card? Just look at the imagery. I don't even want you to read the words. I don't even want you, flow, yes, but I don't want you to read the words yet. Expression. What are some of the key things that stand out to you and the imagery? Spirit, yes. Soul connection. Consciousness. Freedom to dance, yes. Trust me, ooh, that's a good one. Lifting, music heals, partnership. dancing with higher self, being in the moment, engagement, ecstatic dance, and connection to spirit. Outside of herself, good observation. Surrounded, all energy, all connected. Without our bodies, our energy still exists. Yes. I love it. Thank you guys for all sharing. We're almost to 100 shares. Keep going so I can start pulling cards for everybody. Feel the spirit move through you with the grace of a dancer. This is my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. I always notice the other fire in the background when I pull this one. Let's see if anybody else sees where it is. You guys all see what she's talking about? The fire in the background? I may or may not be a fire sign. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Feel the spirit move through you with the grace of a dancer. A divine choreography of energy flowing effortlessly. In the rhythm of existence, may your every step be a dance of connection and your every gesture a reflection of the divine elegance within. Ooh, we're at 100 shares. Oh, yes, here we go. Let's do this. Buckle up, friends. So when I see this card, I love this card because to me it's an equal energy exchange between whether it's your spirit guides, ancestor, a loved one, someone on the other side, and also, yes, that higher self, that feeling of that spirit that we are made of, right? And it's an equal energy exchange. And how does that flow through? How does that knowing, masculine and feminine, ooh, that's a good one, Nicole. Good one. All right, so let's do this. So this is how I do free readings, all right? This is how I pull cards for people. Let's choose an emoji. Okay, you guys are going to crack up. You're going to crack up if you know me. Most of you, how many of you are new to my page? Show of hands, how many of you are new to my page? How many of you have never seen me before or maybe have seen me but never seen me live? New. Oh, welcome, Mother Earth. Kind of new, Nicole. Okay. Yes, Daniel. Okay. I'm getting ready to show my squirrel, actually. We're going to do squirrel as the emoji. Oh my gosh. Yay. Thank you all. I'm so glad. Well, make sure you're at least following me. So I want to show you. So Daniel, I think it's funny that Daniel came in at this moment because he's one of my amazing moderators. He has been for 4 years for me. And he's always given me shit about my squirrel moments, right? But he's not wrong. So I'm going to show you all. Let's see. Let me change this. Let me flip the camera. I want to show you my tree. Because in my tree, does everybody see that? Does anyone else see it? I'm going to zoom in. I don't know if I can. There we go. I have a squirrel in my tree. From Christmas Vacation. Hi, Roxanne, I see you. Yeah, I've got a squirrel in my tree. And normally this squirrel lives in my wine room, which is where I do my readings. Fun fact, it used to be a closet. And I just turned it into a wine room. But normally my squirrel lives right behind me in the background, right? Oh no, I'm sorry, Catmon. Okay, well now we're back to normal. You don't have to look at the squirrel. So yeah, I keep that squirrel. My mom got me that squirrel to put in my tree because of Christmas Vacation, right? I know, Daniel. Daniel, I popped into your live a little bit ago, and then they were talking about weird shit. People and toes and feet, and I was like, I'm not sticking around for that. I was in my Gen X account. So make sure you guys are following me on this account, all right? And I do have a backup account. I was not on with Reggie, no. Reggie's one of my moderators, yes. I know Reggie, and I go way back. I was on with Hannah on Saturday. So here's how we do it. You guys keep dropping the squirrels. What was weird shit, Daniel? Sherry, don't come in here and just say message, please. You have to stick around and pay attention to what we're doing, all right? You are welcome in. Make sure you're following me. Don't just come in and drop your stuff and expectations, okay? Or I'm going to ask you if you want fries with that, just like you do at a drive-thru, right? Okay, so what I do is you guys spam away with all your squirrels. Spam, 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 right? And I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to count to five. I'm going to count back from 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the first name that I see when I move my hand will be the one who gets a card. Laura. Laura, you get the Harmony card. The Harmony card. And now, here's the deal. While I pull the card and do the reading, you guys have to start tapping. And then then you'll know. You'll know when I'm moving back and forth, right? When it's time to drop the squirrels, then you drop the squirrels. You're welcome, Laura. So what this says is harmony within, like balanced chakras, opens the gates for spirit to flow freely through the essence of our being. Align the energy centers and let the symphony of your soul resonate in divine resonance, allowing the universe to dance through you with grace and purpose. What this is basically saying is that, stop it, Sherry. Stay here for more than 30 seconds and you'll know what's going on in the room, okay? All right, so harmony is this is more about the chakras, right? Your energy alignment. Once your energy is aligned, messages can come in. You can get information. And what better, you don't need to be a medium to get information. You don't need to be a developed medium or a developed psychic to get information. Our guides come with us, right? But if we are way, way, way out of balance and we're not even trying to harmonize and rebalance our chakras, it is going to be harder to receive information. So I feel like for you, Laura, I feel like Spirit's saying, hey, take some time to find balance. Find a little bit of harmony between your mind, body, and spirit complex. Okay? Thank you, Katie. I appreciate you saying that. So that's what I'm getting for you, Laura. Work on balancing and realigning your energy. And as you do that, you'll notice you get more. Yes, divine timing. You are right. You are right, spot on with that, Laura. It really is. Okay. So now it's time to drop the squirrels. So this whole time you should have been tapping and sharing. So when I'm doing the reading, I shouldn't see any squirrels. I should see tons and tons of hearts and the sharing number go up. That's all I'm saying. Again, I'm doing free readings. That's all I'm asking in return. All right, here we go. Now, spam away with your squirrels if you'd like to be considered for a card pull. I'll pull one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First name I see when I move my hand is Jamie. Oh, Jamie L. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What does Jamie know? You've been here since the second I went on. Thank you so much for hanging out and being patient. Ooh, you get the higher self card. Interesting. Okay, so what are we noticing about this card? What are we noticing about this card? It's the higher self, right? So in the quiet chambers of self-reflection, we connect with our higher self. So our higher self is part of our higher soul. It's us. It's us, literally just us, not a separate entity. We are a spark of our higher self, okay? Oh my goodness. That's okay. Just put the faces. But for now, just tap the screen. Okay, a compass of intuition and purpose, orchestrating a dance through life's intricate complexities with profound wisdom and a deeper understanding of our true essence. So I feel like, Jamie, the message for you specifically, give me a second, I'm tuning in, I'm asking. Jamie, would you understand that you've been doing a lot of trauma healing? I feel like you've been trying to pinpoint some either irrational fears or something that's been, I feel like you're carrying baggage around. There's something, and I don't mean like your typical, okay, okay. I feel like you're kind of being empowered, Jamie, to ask your higher self, what is the root cause of this? Because I feel like while it feels somewhat rooted in this lifetime, there's also past life trauma with that. And I feel like you're trying to reconcile things that are in this lifetime that are not necessarily this lifetime, but they're past. It's hard to explain without going into past life stuff. And I'm sure you guys are interested in all that. But Jamie, for you, I want you to tune into when you go to bed tonight, when you lay down, or even later, just if in meditation, if you're good at meditating or if you're good at writing, I want you to ask your higher self to come in and talk with you, because I feel like there are some things that you need to clear out. Sometimes, but I feel like there's some things that you're trying to okay. I'm hearing something about trauma responses. So when my husband and I years ago were going through a really, really rough time, right? He would get angry. And then I finally got to a point where I quit arguing back, and I would just say, okay. And then he would accuse me of screaming at him, and I had literally said nothing. So his reaction to me was as if I were responding in the normal way. Okay? Okay, I'm glad this is making sense to you, Jamie. It's all about recognizing, are you reacting to something legitimately in the moment, or are you reacting to something that's already happened, whether it's this lifetime or another lifetime? And I feel like the higher self is really challenging you, whether it's you reacting to someone else, or if you are in a toxic relationship environment that's continually redoing cycles, ask your higher self to intervene and give you that higher perspective of where it's coming from and what you need to actually engage in. Hi, Amanda. I'm so glad that I was on your FYP. That's awesome. Oh, big hugs to you, Jamie. I do feel like it's time for you to recognize what is trauma response and what is real. Okay, Daniel, and that's cool. Like I was totally was like totally rogue tonight, just so you know. So, I'm glad that makes sense to you, Jamie. And I feel like you tuning into that higher self, whether it's you in meditation or if it's just sitting quietly or before you go to bed, when you lay in bed and you're almost asleep, just say, I need answers. You question a lot lately. And start, yes, and I feel like your higher self is trying to show you a higher perspective. Okay? Thank you, Lorna, for clarifying. All right. So, Jamie, hang in there. You're going to start being able to discern the difference between what's real and what's trauma response. Okay? It takes a minute, but you'll get there, I promise. Like, I actually had to respond. I had to actually apologize to my husband because I did a trauma response the other night. I was very insecure about a lot of things, and he was actually doing the right, like he was doing what he was supposed to do, and like he wasn't screwing up, you know, and I lost my mind on him. Like I lost it. I was full on crying, and it took me 2 days. And I finally last night I said at dinner, I said, I owe you an apology. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like, no, I do. I actually do. I'm like, I had no right to come at you the way I did. It was, and I explained to him what triggered me. And he was like, no, it's fine. It was a stressful day. I'm like, no, it was not fine. I had to reassure him that I recognized that it was not fine that I responded that way. I just wanted him to understand why. And so he's like, okay, I appreciate you telling me that, right? Rach has found me lately. I can feel the healing going through my body through the process. It's real, Amanda. It really is. It really is. There's a lot of past trauma around me. And this is where higher self, like I just did a QHA. I'm a past life regressionist. I do QHHT. And the higher self really does come in and answer a lot of questions. So that might be something you want to look into, whether it's with me or someone else. You might be able to find a QHHT person in training that needs a freebie even. But like that might be something you want to look into. Is some past life, unless you know for sure it's this lifetime, not so much your trauma. Interesting. Other people's trauma. So you're having to deal with trauma responses from someone else. How do you get past the person's trigger? See, that's just it. It's not really your job to get past their trigger. You are the caregiver. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, that's funny. It's 12:12 here. All smiles. Okay. Your higher self. Okay, this is where you need to ask yourself. Okay, lesson for the class. When you are surrounded by someone else's trauma, when someone's coming at you, and you do want to hold space for people, you want to be that good person. You want to be that person. You don't always have to be. You can set your boundaries. Just so we're clear. But like in Jamie, in your case, you are the caregiver, and I'm sure you've got someone throwing shit at you, right? Ask your higher self to help you disconnect from it energetically. How do you disconnect from it energetically? Your higher self literally is the one that will do that for you. It's not about your spirit guides. It's literally your higher self that's the source you want to talk to. So I'm glad that came through for you, because you can say, okay, listen, I need you to step in and help me see this from a higher perspective and disconnect from this energetically and see it for what it really is. And it will help you so much. So much. I feel I'm always bombarded by others' energy. You can put up protective boundaries. You do not have to feel other people's stuff. It's one thing to be aware of it. It's another to take it on. Okay? It really is. Thank you, Katie. You are a rock star. Man. Thank you. All right. Oh, we're at 33.3 thousand likes. 3 is my lucky number. It's my life path number. I love it. Okay. Let's move on. Thank you. And yes, it's hard to keep separate. It really is. I understand this. I truly understand this from my own life experience, but you will get there. I promise, Jamie. Thank you for following, and thank you for being here this whole time. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Drop those squirrels. So how do I separate it? I'm just recognizing it's not my own energy. Ask spirit to put a two-way mirror around you where you can see energy, but you don't have to feel it. It's reflected back to the people that it belongs to. And that the only energy you get is divine energy. It takes work. It really does take work. And talk to like I was telling Jamie, talk to your higher self and ask for that energy protection. All right, let's do this. All right, drop a squirrel if you want to be considered for a reading, for a card pull in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Katie Bennett. Woohoo! That's awesome. Look at you go. I love it. Thank you, Katie. All right, here we go. Let's see what's Katie. Woohoo! Let's see what you need to know. Interesting. You got the awakening card. Mm-hmm. Right, Amanda? Were you in here when I showed my squirrel that's in my tree? My Christmas tree? Just a little homage to the... Yes, happy awakening. Oh, I have my eye itches. Hold on. Sorry, I'm not trying to be weird. Awakening. Beginning a spiritual journey is like stepping onto the dance floor of awakening, where each movement is a step towards our true selves. In this dance, we gracefully uncover the rhythm of our spirit, inviting an awakening that harmonizes our essence with the universe's melody. You rescue squirrels, Fern? Oh my God, that is incredible. This is hilarious that you guys are all loving the squirrels thing. Daniel is having a heyday with this, I'm just telling you. He never lets me live that down. I love this for you too, Katie. This is amazing. So the awakening card to me, when I designed that card, it was more about understanding that we are not just right here, that we're not just this little meat suit right here, right? That we are connected to something so much bigger, and it's that realization that, right, Gigi? That we're not alone. That's what this awakening is about. It's not about, oh my God, now all of a sudden I see the Schmed people. No, the unalived people. No, it's not that. I call it a Misu too. That's funny. I started calling it that, like just organically, out of nowhere, on my own. Nobody suggested it. Now I hear it everywhere. Not suggesting that everybody took it from me. I think it's a common thing, but I think I saw Mr. Rob in the house. And Jimmy Darrell, are you in my live right now? Dude, I never see you in my live. I only see, like, you respond to literally every single post on every single platform, and I appreciate you so much. I'm just saying. All right, so the rule is, while I'm giving a reading, you're tapping the screen. You're not continuing to drop squirrels. I don't move that fast, friends. Okay. The awakening for you, Katie, is more about recognizing that spirit has been shifting you towards that feeling of being further connected, as opposed to feeling so isolated and alone. Does that make sense to you, Katie? I feel like you're starting to realize people's energies, not just on a surface level. Started trance this week. You want to hear something cool? Spirit keeps bullying me on this, and I'm going to be teaching a trance class after the first of the year. I have a number of more advanced mediums in my mediumship development class that are ready for it. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing some trance mediumship, and I totally been putting it off. Like, I just haven't done it because I'm like, but what if I'm not qualified? Imposter syndrome. So your awakening is coming through realizing that you are way beyond just mental mediumship, that you're able to blend, and beyond just channeling. Beyond the channeling. Ooh, I love me some Micah. She's amazing. And she and I come from the same type of background. Like, spiritualist background, like we come from the same background. So you are getting some good spot on training. Good for you, Katie. That's awesome. Oh, trance class. Let me tell you, Mama of 3, what trance class is. So some of you have probably seen, or maybe not, I am an actual medium. So I actually talk to loved ones on the other side. I'll communicate with spirit. I'll communicate with deities, gods and goddesses, energy on the other side, right? Thank you, Katie. Yes, she's amazing. What I typically do, like on the app, okay, if I do, you are so welcome, Katie. Thank you for being in here and encouraging. I appreciate you so much. Mental mediumship is when me, the human, is talking to you, the sitter, and we're connecting to spirit on the other side. Spirit will impress me with things to say. I might get images. I might hear something. I might smell something or taste something or feel something or see something in my mind's eye. I might get a message somehow, okay? But it's still up to me, the human, to say it and to interpret what it means. Trance mediumship is, cool, I'm going to sit back here. Spirit's going to step in and not just flow through, not just come in through here and say things, but that spirit is going to integrate into my body and take over my vocal cords. My conscious mind goes back here, way far away, and the spirit utilizes my vocal cords. Okay? So that is trance mediumship. It's when we give way, give permission. It is cool to watch, isn't it, Gigi? Yeah. So one of my favorite examples to say of trance mediumship is Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost. When Patrick Swayze's character comes and says, what does he say? It's like all of a sudden she gets taken over. Right? I can't remember what it was. That he says, you got to get something, Molly. You got to do something, Molly. And that's a good example of trance, even though it was totally fake. Yeah. Say it like, exactly. Say it like you would say it. So like that spirit comes in and speaks through you. And there's a learning curve to that. There is a learning curve to that. So trance mediumship is fantastic because you blend with spirit. Spirit steps into your body and you can feel them. You can feel their vibration. And it's beautiful. And exactly. Hi, Kim. We're just talking about class and trance mediumship versus mental mediumship. So typically in my classes, like my development classes, we typically do mental mediumship and engaging the clairs. Okay. Trance mediumship is a whole different ballgame. You have to be, and some people are natural trance mediums. Some people are natural mental mediums. And it is not my job to tell you all what you are good at. Even as a teacher, it's not my job to tell you. You really do figure out, going back to the awakening card that Katie got, it's where you realize where your natural abilities lie. What Spirit's bringing in for you, you know? At least in it. Exactly, Amanda. Things can change. What you are natural at may very well evolve and change based on your energy expansion, DNA activation, any kind of energy work that you do to clear out of your auric field, mind, body, and spirit energy transitions. I mean, there's so many layers to it that once you are more available energetically, you can receive more energetically. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. All right. Who wants a card? Drop a squirrel if you want a card. Just squirrel emoji. Squirrel emoji. Here we go. Let's do this. All right. So the first name that I see when I move my hand in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Mama of 3. Yay. Good job. Very good. And you're engaging in everything. All right. I love it. Mama of 3. Card for you. So in the meantime, I'm going to pull a card for Mama of 3. Everyone else, tap the screen and share the live with at least 15 people. Get my shares up. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for gifts. Oh, thank you, Kim. You are a rock star. Let's see. What does Mama of 3 need to know? Align. Fun fact, I always wanted to be a rockette, but I stopped growing at 5'4". You have to be at least 5'6" to be a rockette. I've got the chops, I've got the ability to do it, but whatever. Align your spirit with the universal equilibrium as each step mirrors the dance of the stars, choreographing peace within and around you. So what I feel like Mom of 3, with the Align card, what this is calling you to do is start recognizing the people around you and their energy. I do feel like Mom of 3 that you are very empathic. You can read a room. You are that person that can walk into a room when two people are arguing, but by the time you walk in, they're smiling at you. And that's one of my favorite examples to use. You know they were fighting, but you have no proof, right? So I feel like you're very empathic. Like you can read a room, you can read energy. Yes, okay. And if you're a mom of 3, 100%, you know, you walk into a room and 2 kids are like, what? We weren't doing anything. You know something's on fire somewhere. Or kid number 3 is strung up somewhere where they shouldn't be, right? Or tied up in a closet. Or is that just my childhood? I don't know. Anyway, I feel like what's happening is you're starting to be able to read people more thoroughly, and it's actually very off-putting. And you're like, ooh, I don't think I want to be aligned with you anymore. I don't want to be aligned with you. And I feel like there's a changing of the guards as far as your friend group, as far as people that you surround yourself with. And you're starting to have a lot less tolerance for people who have really, really bad belief systems or bad opinions and that don't align with you. Yes, we should still have grace. We should still hold space for people who don't believe the same way that we do. However, you don't have to be engaged with them. And I feel like Spirit is really starting to reveal a lot of things, but also you're starting to see where your alliances can be relied on. Okay. Oh, I love that, Amanda. I love that you've been talking about that. Very cool. And I feel like, so for you, mom of 3, because especially if you've got 3, you're right. It's not all about matching energies anymore. You do have to learn to ebb and flow and have grace and space for other people and other people's journeys, right? But I feel like for you, mama of 3, your bandwidth is pretty stretched. So you need to kind of pare back and pare down the relationships you want to put your energy into. And I feel like Spirit's really starting to align you with and help you see who is worth that time, right? So, oh, thank you, The rose is lit up in Lorena Carr's Medium Gift Gallery. Oh, that's cool. I'm getting all kinds of notifications. You guys are rock stars. Thank you so much for Makes Sense Good. I'm glad that makes sense to you. Because sometimes here on this side of my screen where nobody's actually in the room, I'm just babbling. I'm just babbling, repeating what Spirit is saying. All right. I'm glad that makes sense. And thank you so much for following and being an active participant in my live tonight. I really, really appreciate you. 44.4 thousand. What? Okay, but now we have to get to 144 shares. Can we do that? There's 52 of you in here, or 56 people in here. So let's share and let's get the live to 144. Or 444 would be amazing. I don't know if you're going to get a new job soon, Wendy, because I'm not a McDonald's drive-thru. You want fries with that? All right. Thank you all so much for sharing the gifts. And just so you know, like people that when you do share gifts with me or give gifts to me, a lot of times I pay it forward to people who are doing really good things or, they're just really good people. I do try to pay it forward. So I appreciate everything that you guys are offering up in for an energy exchange. Oh, man, you guys are killing it down there. I mean, dang it. I don't know what bad words I can say and can't say. All right. So we're at 161 shares. Let's do this. If you would like a card, spam away with your squirrel emoji. Ready, set, go. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to cover this. And you're going to see my, I guess you can't really see I was looking on my hand to see if you can see the filter, but nope. All right, I'm going to choose someone in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Rocco the Roddy. Rocco the Roddy gets a card today. Rocco. Ooh, you get echoes. I don't pull this card very often, and I'm always fascinated by this card because this is one of those cards that Spirit told me to create, and I was like, okay, whatever you say. Okay, in the meantime, while I do this reading for Rocco, tap, tap, tap the screen. Let's get to 50,000. Better yet, let's get to 55.5. That'd be amazing. And 200 shares. So 50,000, 50,000, and 2,000, or 200 shares. 2,000 shares? That'd be a much, but it's fine. Echoes. In the echoes of past lives, find the wisdom, and we were just talking about past lives, right? Find the wisdom that whispers through your soul. Embrace the lessons carried across time and in this lifetime. Dance with the knowledge of ages, weaving a tapestry of growth, resilience, and purpose. I feel like for you, Rocco, I feel like you are facing a lot of things from your past. I feel like right now there's some things kind of sneaking up on you. And not like what we were talking about earlier about trauma responses. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like things are kind of sneaking up on you. And it could be the holidays, where you're either missing something or you're feeling there's some sort of void. There's some kind of void in this echo. And I just feel like you're going, hello, 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 hello. Does that make sense to you, Rocco? It's like there's some kind of missing the parent. Oh gosh. Okay. This all makes sense. Like you want so bad to call out for them, but it would just fall on deaf ears and echo. So would you understand that you were a lot like your dad? I feel like your father's stepping up. Totally. Okay. And do you still drive their car? They're talking about a car. Or did you just get a new car? Complete opposite of your mom. That's funny. They're talking about a car. Yes. Okay. I love when I just like move into mediumship and don't know it's coming. You just watched it yesterday. Oh, I love that. Were you talking about getting them a gift anyway? Or do you have a gift for them under the tree or some sort? They're talking about you having a gift for them. You gave them a gift. I feel like you do something for them anyway. Or did you get them a gift and they passed before you could give it to them? They're showing me like a little box with a bow on it. The red bow is like what I'm really seeing. Take care of your niece. Okay. Did your mom have hearing issues? Or there was something, she talking about a left ear. She's making my ear itch to something about since they passed. Oh, got it. Oh, okay. And do you have a stocking with their name on it? Do you have their stockings? Or did you just hang stockings or something about stockings? Okay. Here I am thinking, I'm just going to pull cards tonight. I'm not even in my zone. And they're just like, hi. They're like both right here. I am going to ask you this, such a random question. I feel like they are really cracking up at my squirrel in my tree. Were they fans of the movie Christmas Vacation? Oh, they made, oh, I love that, Rocco. I love that your grandmother made the stockings. Okay. There's something about either the movie Christmas Vacation or squirrels that's significant. Because I feel like they're just cracking up at the squirrel. Hey, Rob, make sure you guys are following me Intuitive Intention. He's amazing and has his own deck also. Rob, I'm up in here like minding my business, pulling cards, and all of a sudden we got people coming in, which you know I don't mind. Something about the squirrel or Christmas Vacation Something like, I feel like I love Rob's decks. Me too. Would that make sense, Rocco? Talking about the squirrel or Christmas Vacation. There's something about, or even Chevy Chase, like there's something about that they're talking about, and that's why they came through. They're just cracking up at the squirrels. They were like, it was my idea. I feel like it's your dad. It was your dad's idea. Squirrels, dogs chase. I feel like it's even more than that. I feel like this was your dad's idea. Because I always like ask Spirit, what emoji? You take care of Dad's dogs. Oh my gosh. Okay, and in the movie, the dog, the big Rottweiler, was chasing the squirrel through the house, which is kind of funny, actually. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, I will never text anybody on TikTok. I'm too lazy. Rocco the Roddy. I just saw that. Like, I just made that connection. The dog in Christmas Vacation that chases the squirrels is the Rottweiler. Okay, that's hilarious. But also, I can't believe it took me that long to figure it out. Too bad your dog's name isn't Snots. We named the Mac for that sinus condition he's got. Best movie ever. I love that movie. So amazing that my dad came through. Yeah, he's very strong. He was like, your mom is here also, but your dad, it was really important for your dad to come through as the dominant energy for you. Also, did he have he's talking about a sleigh, like a sled. Did you guys go sledding? Oh. Would you understand? Did they have accents like New Jersey? Like, well, what do you think I am? Chopped liver? Like, I feel like your mom just said that. Like, what do you think I am? Chopped liver? Not liver, liver. But that makes sense for her. He's talking about something about a sleigh. A sled or sleigh. Are you going sledding? Just my relationship. Oh, what am I? Chopped liver? She's funny though. Now, keep in mind, in spirit, they're fine. There's no animosity there. There's no jealousy there. It's all love and light and all the good things, right? But I feel like she's just like, oh, what am I? But oh my God, I love that. I love that that's her personality. But they're talking about the sled or the sleigh or something. Did he play Santa Claus? I feel like he's just showing me like a Santa Claus sled or something to do with a sled or a sleigh. Would that make sense for you? Not sure. You don't have one in your front yard? I'm seeing it in a yard. Or did they? Like, I feel like it's a decoration. Oh, hang on. I gotta do this thing. Puzzle. Okay. Front door decorator. Okay. Decoration, yes. Okay. This is their way of saying, oh, yeah, we're around. We are around. We do see what's going on around you. Because I feel like it's important for you to know that. Did you put up their tree in your house this year? So think about their tree, or do something the way they did to their tree. Something traditional, something that you did growing up. Would that make sense for you? Yes, okay. They're so thankful for that, because what this has done for you is it's taken you down memory lane. You have their tree, oh, but I feel like you've done something to kind of go down memory lane and remember the traditions and the things. And I feel like you're starting to finally realize and appreciate more thoroughly the things that they tried to do. Even if they're both saying, we were not perfect parents. We screwed up, but we really tried to make the experience of Christmas and the holidays magical. And they want you to feel them and to continue that feeling of magic. And to remember the magic of the holidays. Even though they're not here, it's time for you to step into that magic of the holidays and feel them. And also there's a bell on the tree. They're talking about a bell. They did what they could, yes. Is there a bell on your tree that rings or something like that? I feel like they're talking about a bell on your tree or some sort of bell. Yes. Does it ring randomly? And you're like, what the fuck was that? They're talking about the bell. But also, did an ornament fall off the tree randomly? You hear the noises. Okay. I feel like they mess with the tree. Just to try, like it's new for them. They've been gone less than a year. Is this your first Christmas without them? I feel like this is new. Or for one of them. Your left ear's ringing. Yeah, that's your mom. Your mom will come in on your left. Your dad will come in on your right. Not sure how I know that, but they just told me that. But in the last year, did they go close together? Would that make sense? Your mom had a hard time getting around. Would that make sense to you? 9 months apart. Okay. Was one in August? Was it as early as August? August, something about August. They're talking about August being an important day or an important month. Could be a birthday. August is important. You had to carry her. Oh. Is there a birthday in August? Or was there something really significant that happened in August that you thought that they would have missed? And you were sad they would have missed. I feel like there's something significant about August. They're very insistent upon this. Okay. I want you to keep that on your radar. Something about August or Leos or lions. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Because they showed me a Leo, which my birthday's in August. I'm a Leo. So they could be talking about you going to the zoo. I don't fucking know. August, Leo, lions. There's something correlating with that. I was just getting ready to say, did you go see Wicked? Have you seen Wicked yet? And I bet he loved the Cowardly Lion. Like the Cowardly Lion was a misunderstood character in his opinion. Would that make sense? Oh, I'm so glad, Amanda. No one mourns the wicked. Just saw Wicked 2 days ago. That's why they're bringing it up. Okay. So the August thing was my interpretation of Leo and lion. And your mom loved the lion. Okay. Because I was singing the song in the back of my head. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular. Right. So good. I love it. And would talk the line. Okay. That's why she was bringing up Leo. So it had nothing to do with August. It was just a reference literally for Leo, a lion. Because I was hearing, no one mourns the wicked. So my dad was a lion. Oh, interesting. You would say your dad was a lion. I love that. Okay, I love how they brought that through because I kept hearing no one mourns the wicked. There's something, oh, thank you. No, you're amazing. This is just a really perfect example of how spirit just kind of snuck on in. I thought I was pulling a card for you, and your parents are like, hi, how's it going? So you should say, da 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 da. Oh, Amanda, you're so sweet. I don't think they're done. Hold on. So one thing I like to do is ask when a spirit comes through if the card that spirit told you to make. Oh yeah, the echoes. Yeah, they did. And I just kind of went with it. I always ask spirit, now that you're on the other side, if you could give any advice to your loved ones that we're connecting to, what would it be? What now, knowing what you know now, being on the other side, being in spirit, what would you want them to know? And I feel like, and this is a common message. This is something that spirits will say often, or something along these same veins, is you can't take it with you. Be careful that you don't get so focused on the physical realm, material things. They want you to focus on doing, learning, experiencing. I feel like you've been putting off a trip for some reason. There's some trip that you want to take, but you haven't taken yet. And they want you to take the trip. Yes, exactly. Live your life. Hi, Duke of Earls. Good, Emily. I'm glad you heard that. Thank you. It is. It's all about connection. Well, hi, Star from Texas. I love that because my master teacher, spirit guide's name is Star. Just booked tickets to Canada yesterday. Ah, yes. Okay. I feel like they're saying we have our bags packed. We're going with you. Now I have the Wicked soundtrack in my brain. You're welcome. Goodness knows. Oh my God, I love that musical so much. I've seen the show twice in the theaters and then once as the movie. You take care of business there for a state. I was just getting ready to ask, I feel like there's some loose ends that you need to tie up, but I feel like it's not a lot. It's less than what you think. I feel like once you get into it, you're going to be like, oh, that's it? That's all I have to do? Okay. I feel like there's not as much as you are overwhelmed with for your niche, yes. Okay. But you're the executor, aren't you? I feel like you're 100% the executor. And they're saying, don't forget to pay yourself for the time and energy you put in. They want you to pay yourself for the time and energy that you put in to their care. Because I feel like right now you're like, no, they gave birth to me, so it's okay, I don't mind. Okay, good, okay. They're saying it's not all about the money and not all about material stuff, but you should be compensated. It is an energy exchange, and that was their intention all along, that you should be compensated. And their bags are packed and they're ready to go to Canada. What a fun couple. I feel like they had a weird push-pull relationship like this, like a lot of bickering, a lot of kind of going back and forth, but this love. I'm so glad I could help you out, Rocco. That's awesome. Good. I'm glad that answered that. I feel like they're just saying that they would always go back and forth, but they were like a pendulum. Do, 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 do. It's a love and hate relationship. Yep. But they were 100% soulmates. They belonged together. Yes, they were soulmates. Had she ever talked about how she was pretty convinced she was a queen in another lifetime? Did she ever say that? She's talking about that. Like, she knew she was royalty or a queen in a past life because she had really expensive taste or something like that. You call her a princess. Aw. She's like, royalty. I just told her she could hang out during my live on Thursday because I'll wear my crown and she can borrow one if she wants. Man, he adored her. Would you understand him saving her? He was like her knight in shining armor. He saved her. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, good night, Daniel. That's okay. Mwah. Thank you so much for helping. Thank you, Daniel. It was good to see you, even though it was the middle of the night and unexpected. Okay, yep. Was there and took her with the 3 kids? Oh, okay, I was ready to ask if there were kids of that marriage because I feel like there were children or there was a child that didn't make it. Would that make sense to you? Did a child pass or not come into this world? Do you know? I feel like she mentioned it once and dropped it. There it is. Okay. Yep. Yep. Would that make sense? She was like, and this happened, and you never talked about it again, or like it wasn't a thing. It was just no regrets, had to do it. You would have had a brother. Well, I don't feel like she actually knew that. Good night, Leanne. Thank you for hanging out and watching. Appreciate you. Just know your parents are around, and man, are they a force. They were 100% soulmates, and they just really want you to remember to engage in experiences. Makes you feel better. Good. Well, welcome, K&E Custom. Make sure you're following me. We're just wrapping up a reading here. Oh, thank you, Emily. Yeah, it was amazing. Spirit's amazing because, again, we just went from a simple card and they just moved right in. And luckily, like, because I do this, this is my job. This is what I do as I connect to spirit all the time. Like, I will never turn a spirit away. When they walk in, and I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm off duty right now. I mean, I might be like, hey, what's happening? But I'm not going to necessarily engage in a reading all the time. But I knew I had to go live tonight. I never, ever, ever, ever go live this late at night anymore. It's been at least 2 years. Oh, well, I'm glad you said hi now, Jamie. No, soul brother, no messages for you because I'm not a McDonald's drive-thru. I'm new to your page and the things you do. I've never watched or experienced any of this. Interesting. Absolutely, you can hang out and just listen. You can always hang out and listen. I don't know, Shelly, but would you like fries with that? Or would you like a shake with that Big Mac that you're asking for at the drive-thru? Because apparently I'm a drive-thru. Oh, I'm glad, Rocco. Doom scrolling. I do that too. All the time, Amanda. Can we do more readings? Yeah, I'm going to pull some more cards. So, and we'll see. I mean, I try to just go organically. Oh my God, it is 1 a.m. here, and I'm wide awake. Okay. So let's get back to the squirrel thing. If you'd like to be considered, and thank you, Rocco, for allowing me to do that impromptu reading for you. I truly appreciate you allowing Spirit to come through and just know that your parents are with you, and that listen for the bell on the tree. They took me back to the bell on the tree or something on the tree that makes a jingling noise. So they're going to move that. Just know that. All right. Thursday. Yes, she is a queen for sure. Is wild I hear lately. Yes, it is, Amanda. All right. So make sure you guys are following me. And at the very bare minimum, make sure you're following me. And let's get to, we're still not to 200 shares, friends. How'd that happen? We stalled out at 164 because you guys were in such shock, awe, and amazement at Spirit coming through that you forgot to share. Okay, but first, let's do squirrels. Let's do squirrels first. Okay, so drop the squirrels if you would like to be considered for a card. And I will choose the very first name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Looks like Marissa. Marissa. It always takes me a second. My eyes are like, Marissa. Marissa, you get the self-love card. Uh-oh, I feel it. I feel a pep talk coming on. In the pursuit of self-love, each thought is a step crafting the choreography of our destiny. Meaning thoughts are things. Like a dancer who moves with intention and grace, our thoughts shape the stage of our existence, reminding us that thoughts are tangible things in the ballet of life. So Marissa, it's okay, Jamie. Like, I literally just picked the first name that I see. It's more of an energy exchange than anything. Self-love. So Marissa, I feel like, also, hi, Rod. Make sure you guys are following Intuitive Intention. He's a rock star and came up with his own deck, and he even gave me some pointers and hints on my deck. So, Marissa. Wait, there's 2 Marissas in here? There's a Marissa that's M-R-I-S-S-A. That actually, that's the name that I saw. But now I see there's another Marissa in here. There it is. There's the Marissa with the wavy hand. But also, I'm not mad at you, Marissa Etheridge, for like also taking this message. So let's see how this plays out. We call that postcards or spirit winks. I feel like there's a lot of negative self-talk, like imposter syndrome. I can't speak. That's what happens when I like bring through spirit. Imposter syndrome. Would that make sense for both Marissas? I feel like this might be for both Marissas. I'm going to be cracking up if all this lands for both Marissas. I feel like there's imposter syndrome, that you don't deserve something that you really desire. And there's this, well, I really want to have the big house, but I don't know that I deserve it. Okay, yes, for sure. Spirit is here to remind you that our essence is love. Oh, Nicole, thank you so much. Well, make sure you're like getting notification when I go live. So if you end up like doom scroll tapping and like, then you can at least like see me live on Thursday. So Marissa, I feel like not even heaviness, it's just like emptiness, like this void where there's something empty in you. There's something missing. And I feel like it's like when something good comes, you're that person that says, when somebody says, your hair looks really good today. Oh my God, oh, thanks, except I just a total mess. I feel like you have a hard time accepting compliments. Would that make sense to either one of the Marissas? This is all vibration. My left ear's on fire right now, which means Lily is coming in with, she's the self-love one. Hey, be careful, Hannah, not to put all your information in the chat because my scammers will find you. Just know that I'm not going to reach out to you, but my scammer pretending to be me will, okay? Did I lose my Marissas? Exactly right. Okay. Also, did you just get your hair cut, Marissa? That's cool, Marissa. Etheridge. Marissa E. That's amazing. Somebody just got a haircut. They're talking about, Spirit's talking about a haircut. Who got a haircut? One of the Marissas just got their haircut or hair done. Oh, interesting. Are you talking about cutting a lot of it off and donating your hair? Would that make sense to you? Had you talked about donating? I feel like it's not just that. I feel like it's a metaphor. Okay. I feel like I'm getting a metaphor for, like, hair carries energy and hair can carry trauma. And I feel like there's something about getting your hair cut and eat like new look, new you, but also removing that energy, yes, like Amanda said, starting over. I feel like you're just in this process of like a makeover vibe. Oh, interesting. Okay, I love that both Marissa's in here. This is vibing with both of you. Like, this is not coincidence. This is 100% legit. I love it. It does. Hair carries energy. Like, I need to change from a lot of things. Okay. Because I feel like, so Marissa Etheridge, I feel like what's happening with you is you are processing and dropping away and walking. You've left a lot of stuff behind, and you've decided to leave the baggage at the airport. You're moving on to a new thing. Where Marissa ISSA, you are in the process of finally getting there. You're ready to make that choice. Yes, absolutely, Emily. You sure can. Think about it. We're made of energy. Everything about us is energy. Literally everything. So if your hair holds energy, your hair's going to hold energy. That doesn't mean you like have a bad day and go shave your head by any means. Rethink this. Oh, my hair. Well, you guys want to see how long my hair is? It is so long. It's the longest it's been like literally ever in my life. Look how long my hair is. It's never been this long. And every time I think I'm going to cut it, look at that. I have long hair, and I'm an old lady. But it's healthy, so I'm not upset about it. You're welcome, Marissa. It's time to let go of past. I keep hearing let go of some of this past trauma and energy for you and start loving yourself for where you are now. It's okay to love the past you. It's okay to have sympathy for. It's okay to have empathy for. But it's time for you to move into this present position. You're welcome, Marissa Etheridge. And you are welcome also, Marissa with an I. Also, Marissa with an I, I'm going to challenge you to change your screen name to capitalize the M. Better yet, capitalize all the letters. Very long that I looked up. Oh, interesting. I feel like, Marissa, don't be afraid to take up space and be bold. And if people are like, you're an awful lot right now, be like, cool. If you want less, go find, if I'm too much, go find less. Right? Elise Myers. Don't be afraid to take up space. So next time you're in my live, I want to see your at least one letter capitalized. Amanda's all in. She's like, yeah, girl, do it. Be bold. But I also feel like this is those little ways we can take back our power. I appreciate you too, Marissa, by the way. Even if it's just a capital M or a capital A, if you want to be unique, pick a different letter to be capitalized. Okay? Big M Marissa in the house. Capitalize the I. I was just getting ready to say that, Kylie. Capitalize the I. Because self-love, self-importance. And I believe that as women, especially in America, and it might be this way in other countries, but culturally, I feel like we tend to, if we are proud of ourselves, we are arrogant. If we feel good about something we've done, we're pompous. And it's bad. It's somehow bad if we feel like we look good. I'm learning at 53 years old to go, girl, look at my eyebrows today. On point. Right? Hi, Michaela. And I feel like just love yourself enough to stand out. And Marissa Etheridge, I'm so excited you found like the love of your life. That is amazing. And you're still in shock and awe. I love that for you. Also, are you going to Disney? I'm hearing something about Disney. I'm going to crack up if Marissa Etheridge is going to Disney for her honeymoon. You will, Emily. You can't. Leanne. I lied. I can't sleep. You just went in March. Okay, I heard something about Disney. See, isn't this funny how Spirit will come in and bring like dual messages? I love that. Your soulmate is out there, Lisa, but here's what I've learned is not every soulmate is meant to be our forever love. Sometimes our soulmates are here to be a pain in the ass so we can learn. I don't know, Hannah, but would you like fries with that? I'm not a McDonald's drive-thru. And also, just so you know, for those of you just popping in, not having any idea who I am, not following me, just dropping shit because you see that I'm a medium, please understand that I'm not going to reach out to you. I'm not going to reach out to you and say, Grand Rising loved one, I saw your message. It will be a fake account because I have a lot of fake accounts in here watching you all. I don't have them. That just happens, okay? So just so you guys know, I'm not going to ever reach out to you and solicit a reading. And I try to do something every year around that time. Oh, I love that, Marissa. Did you come home with Minnie Mouse ears? I was quickly corrected. Minnie Mouse ears? Like the big giant bow. I feel like you're welcome, Jamie. Like it is important. I want my people to understand that I'm not going to reach out to you to solicit. Okay, yeah, somebody was talking about ears, the Disney ears. When did I know I had a gift of being a medium? Fun fact, we all can. We all have the muscle to do it. We all have the energy to do it. I am blessed in my life in a way that I'm able to develop it, pay for classes. I've got a mentor. I'm a very ethical, very well-trained medium. And I'm not saying that, Marissa, look at you, Marissa, you changed your M. I'm so proud of you. Look at you, and added a butterfly. You guys, I love it. Yeah, so all of us can be mediums. It's just a matter of how we need to utilize it, you know? So one of my goals as a teacher, as a mentor in mediumship and any kind of spiritual development is not necessarily, like a lot of my people in my classes aren't trying to be professional mediums. They're trying to utilize spirit so they can live their best life. How do they utilize their spirit team to make good decisions? How do they utilize their spirit team to decide what to do on a daily basis or what big choices to make? Ooh, it is 1:11, isn't it, Kim? Also, hi, Kim, my friend. So one of my goals, and actually Kim could tell you, like in my classes, it's not about how do you read people, it is more about how do you utilize your team. Thank you, Rocco, for the roses. I appreciate you. How do you utilize your spirit team to live your best possible life here? You know? Oh, Amanda's in here somewhere. She's cheering on Marissa. Did you say you are 40? No, I'm 53. 53. Oh, I love you too, Kim. You're amazing. That was a massive typo. See, there's Amanda. She's here. Schedule a reading. Wondering if my son will get recruitment offers. So here's the thing, Lisa. You can't get a reading for you, but make it about somebody else. That's psychic spying. It's unethical. Okay, dude. Okay, so K&E, I appreciate your compliments. TikTok has the best fucking filters. If you look at my neck, you can see that's my actual age is my actual neck because the filter only happens on my face. Yeah. Wait, you didn't know what, Shell? Hi, Ickle Pickles. I appreciate you asking, but depends on what your question is. Don't ask. Do not put personal information. Oh, it doesn't look pretty through either. Thank you. So yeah, that's right. Okay, so if you get a psychic reading, oh, thank you, Amanda. So if you get a psychic reading or get a mediumship reading, first of all, show of hands, who knows the difference between a psychic and a mediumship reading? I didn't know the difference for many, 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 many years. So it's okay if you say you don't know. Okay, do you understand? No, I'm not answering questions like that, Ickle Pickles. But thank you. I do appreciate you more than you know asking permission first. Oh, okay, don't be putting all your personal stuff in there, Shell, about your son. I'm so sorry about your son's passing. So yeah, what you don't want to do in a psychic reading, if you sit down for a psychic reading, that's more of like, hey, what's my job situation look like? What's my best options for love? What's my best? So Ickle Pickles, you were asking about a love reading, right? Or a love question. Psychic is more about you and your journey and your upcoming paths and choices. Mediumship is bringing in someone from a loved one on the other side. Oh, thank you for the belly potato. Where that mediumship is bringing in spirit. Okay, so Ickle Pickles, for example, you were so polite in asking. I appreciate that more than you know. If you're asking about a relationship, then what I'm going to say to you would be the best thing you can do. If you're going to pay me, I am not cheap. I am not a cheap reading. If you're going to come to me, it's because you've got big decisions to make. You've got loved ones you want to connect to. I'm not just a quickie little $20 reading, okay? But I also have chops that comes with that. Like I've got the training for it. So I'm going to be able to deep dive and connect to your energy. And I'm going to say to you, here's what you have coming up. And here's how you can utilize spirit in the best way that you can. Here are the choices that you have coming up ahead of you. I can't tell you what's going to happen. There's no destiny. There's no predetermined thing that's going to happen. We have free will, right? No, it doesn't have to be in person. 99% of my readings are actually online. I have clients from all over the world. Be cool if they flew me to France to do a reading, but it's just cheaper to do it on Zoom for free. Yes, our free will changes based on literally every decision we make every single day. That's what makes our human experience. So if you were to ask me, like, oh, is so-and-so the love of my life? I don't know. People that watch me know that I will say, oh, no, don't apologize, Katie. I'm glad. I love questions. I want people to ask questions like that. And yes, I can connect to your grandfather in a reading, Steffi, that's passed before you were born. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Yeah, lots of dead people for me. I'm sorry about that. After they died, I decided to focus more on love so I don't die alone. You know what? You'll never be alone. And that's the cool thing. And nice to meet you, Courtney. I'm going to forget that in literally 3 seconds, but appreciate you telling me. Spirit is energy. Oh, Kylie. It's true. I'm not. And people that want like a cheap $20 reading, I'm not it. I'm not it. So I try to educate people on how to get the most bang for your buck. If you're going to invest in a reading where you are asking for guidance, I want you to go in feeling empowered and knowing. If you go in to a psychic reading and you talk the entire time, you're basically paying a therapist to sit and listen to you. It's cheaper. Go to a therapist where you can use your insurance. You want to allow the medium, the psychic, whatever you're going in with, to be able to empower you. Okay? My goal as a psychic, as a medium, as a trance medium, as a QHHT practitioner, as a past life regressionist, as a multidimensional healer, all those things. My job is not to cure you and to fix you and to give you all the answers. It's to show you your path. It's to give you wisdom. It's to give you knowledge so you can make better choices. So you can make choices in your life that make sense. And so you can actually be on the right path. Does that make sense? Show of hands. Does that make sense? And that's what a medium should do. A medium, my job as a medium is to prove the continuity of life. And this is why, so Courtney, you're saying you can't afford any of this right now, but someday you're going to be able to. And I appreciate you saying that so much. There are plenty of mediums who are not as expensive as me. And that's okay. And that's why I do these free on TikTok, by the way. So like I did the reading for Rocco. I'm not getting a bill from Rocco. I'm not sending Rocco a bill, right? I do them for free on social media. And they're random and they're spirit-led. And those of you who were in here saw how that happened, right? I pulled a card for Rocco, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, they're here. And I'm like, their parents stepped in and had messages, right? Real spiritual leaders don't give answers. That's right, we don't. We give options. We give paths. We're not here to tell you what's set in stone. And so Shell, going back to you were saying that yes, you lost a son. I'm so sorry. So sorry for that. But also you were asking about recruitment for another child or one of your other kids. So really, when you go in for a reading, and I don't want you to apologize that. I don't want you to apologize. I'm glad that you're asking. I'm glad that we're having this conversation. So if you were to come to me for a reading, then the question would not be what's going to happen to my son. The question would be, how can I best aid my son or child? I'm just assuming son. That's probably a bad assumption. What is my role in ensuring that my child makes the right decisions? Sometimes Spirit's going to say, it's none of your business. And sometimes Spirit is going to say, buckle up, we've got a job for you. Okay? But really when you go in, and you guys want to hear a story? The answer is yes. You want to hear the story. I'm in the struggle bus right now, but I feel like you really do care about this I really do care. I honestly do. Like, yes, I get a lot of business from TikTok because I go on and I do share. Full disclosure, this is what I do. This is my profession. I also own a dance studio and I teach dance 3 nights a week, and produce shows and things like that. And I judge on Dance Moms. Fun fact, who watches Dance Moms? I'm on season 2, 3, and 8. Just saying. I'm a judge on Dance Moms. I do care. And I am a teacher. I am a mentor. I teach all level spiritual developments class. It's your guilty pleasure. See? Okay, Amanda. I guarantee you know one of the episodes that I was on. I guarantee it. When Maddie and Chloe had to do the same dance, they both wore yellow. And Abby Lee was like, you're going to do the same dance and blah, 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 blah. Maddie fell out of her turn. And there was a big controversy because one of the judges screwed up the scoring. Honest to God, it was not me. It was not my first rodeo. I've been judging dance competitions for 25 years. It was the newbie. I don't remember the name of the dance. I just remember I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. And she still won. And by the way, that would never, ever, 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 I was pissed because I'm like, listen, do the percent to total. Just because she screwed up the score doesn't mean we can't do percent to total, because actually, technically, Chloe still won. If we did percent to total from what the judge intended to do, and Maddie fell out of her turn. Anybody who falls out of turn does not win first overall in my book. I'm just saying. Yeah. So I was a judge on that. I was one of the judges for that episode. I'm just saying. Anyway, that was crazy. And when people are like, but reality TV, I'm like, there's nothing real about reality TV. So yeah, I was in season 2, 3, and 2 times in season 8. So I've been on Dance Mom 4 times. Does that happen? It's not true, Steffi. So Steffi, one of them is probably a grandfather for you. Were you really, really close to your grandfather? And I feel like you've been waiting for a male. You've been waiting for a male to come through. Something about a male. I feel like a male energy. Ooh, I'm getting the spirit nose too. And it's not that they won't come through. It's, are you ready to hear from them? Itchy nose finds the rose. That's right. So Kylie, your grandfather, I never met my father-in-law. Oh my God, yeah, that's right. You did ask. Just passed. I would say I felt a very male presence stepping up for you. It's not that our grief blocks them. It's like we have a hard time receiving that. And this is where a medium comes in. This is where a medium can come in. And you could say to the medium, by the way, just so you know, you can tell a medium, I would like to connect to my grandfather. I would like to connect to my father-in-law. I would like to connect to my mother. You don't have to give them names, dates, nothing. The less you say, the more authentic the reading will be. So and I always tell people, if you're paying me for 45-minute reading, then, and it's because you want to connect to, say, your grandfather, then you say, when I say at the beginning, what are you hoping to get out of today? That's the very first thing I say. And Kim is in here. She'll tell you. She's had a reading with me. The very first thing I say is, what are you hoping to get out of today? Why did you book this? Because I want to know what your goals are. Okay? I want to know why you paid me money to do this. I've always said I will say very little when to go to medium. It's true, Leanne, you should. The less you say, the better. Now, so how this would go would be, I would say, would you understand, Steffi, for instance, in the example of your grandfather that you've never met? Your grandfather, if your father-in-law just passed, your grandfather stepped up first because he is a connection to you, for you, and very much connected to you, even though you've never met him, okay? But you know a lot about him. So he's going to bring through the evidence for you that would make sense. Like, did he play chess competitively? Did he do he played some sort of board game or something very intelligently? He was very, very intelligent. Would that make sense for this grandfather? Or is this your father-in-law? Because sometimes what they'll do is the one spirit, especially if you have a brand new or a recently passed spirit, another spirit will come in and teach them how to connect to you. Keanu Reeves. Okay. Your father-in-law. Okay. So what's happening is your grandfather stepped up first. Your father-in-law is here, but it just recently passed. And so they're coming in together because your grandfather understands your energy and understands the things that you're going to want to hear, right? And so sometimes they work in tandem. They work together. Even if they didn't know each other in life, spirit is energy. Spirit is spirit. Spirit will be spiriting. Okay? Esmeralda, come on, read the room. Seriously? Now we all know your mom passed, and then I can act like, oh, Esmeralda, would you understand your mother coming through? Grand rising loved one. Just so you know, a scammer's going to reach out to you and pretend to be me, and it's not me. Yeah, don't put your info in here. It's just not safe. Okay? Many blessings to you, and I wish you well. But don't put your stuff in the chat, okay? It's just not safe. I'm glad to make you laugh. Fun fact, I wanted to be a comedian. Oh, wait, I was going to tell you guys a funny story. What was my story? Oh, my God, you guys. Oh, my God, you guys. Name that musical. Name that musical in 3, 2, 1, go. Where in the world am I? Claire, I am in Indiana, in the United States. It's like 1:30 in the morning here. I'm good, Kim. Thank you, though. No, but I don't want you to put details, Esmeralda. You're going to get scammed. I apologize for the question. I just want to connect to my grandfather that passed when he was young. No, I don't mind you asking. You just don't put your stuff in the chat. because of safety and reasons like that. Okay. Okay, Esmeralda, just stop. Stop. Or I'm going to mute you for the live. No, Irene. I'm yelling at Esmeralda about this, and you're not even paying attention. You're not reading the room. Anyway. So I was going to tell you guys a funny story. I was going to tell you a funny story. Do you guys want to hear a funny story? It's so funny. Show of hands. You guys want to hear a funny story? Rocco's like, yes, I'm in. Okay. So this is a really good example of psychic spying. So remember how a little bit ago, one of you guys, Shell, I think it was you, that said you would ask about your son, and I went on this whole thing about if you want to get the most bang out for your buck, an ethical an ethical reader is going to talk to you about what you can do and empower you, right? So I very rarely have people come to my home for readings, but I do. I have a separate space set up. I have a reading room set up. So I do have people come to my home for readings or past life regressions, right? Belfast, Ireland, I was there. Hey, Claire, make sure you follow Jamie McIntyre. He's an amazing artist out of Galway. I just had him on my show, Spirit Signs and Sips. He's a fantastic musician. Oh, he sings over Galway Town. And I want to go live in Ireland. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I had a lady book, right, Amanda? Over Galway Town, and if you stop for a minute, oh. Anyway, so lady books a reading, and it's a person, right? She comes in. I do have ghosts in my house, but it's because they like me. And she sits down. She seems like a very nice lady, very lovely. She goes, I kid you not, you guys. And I was like, okay, just like I told you, I always ask, what are you hoping to get out of the reading today? And she slams her hands down on my table and goes, I want to know everything about the wicked woman, the widowmaker, the black widow woman who married my ex and is stealing my children's inheritance. Like, she turned crazy, and I was like, wow, you're in my house. Like, it was like, fuck, I can't get you out of my house. That was my fears. I couldn't get her out of my house, right? So I was like, so right, Stacy. It was interesting, and I was like, so I can't, in my house, in my wine room, tainting my wine with her energy. She says this, and I just look at her, I'm like, the fuck? And it took me a second. I had to step back and go, you went, she was like this far from my face. Like, I'm not kidding. She was like, I want to know everything about, and she was so angry, but she had just walked through my house being like the nicest, sweetest lady, right? I'm like, oh my God, hold on. This Amara Bello, please. Friends, ignore. Remember how I said there are scammers in here? I just blocked them. Mute. Okay. All their stuff should go away. Remember how I said don't put your personal information in here? Okay, I just blocked her from the live and muted all her stuff. Just so you know, that's what scammers do. This is why perfect example of why I say don't put your personal stuff. I am so sorry for your losses, and I'm sad that you have lost people, but for your own protection, that's why. So going back to this woman who's in my house that's lost her fucking mind. I'm going to make you a mod, Kim. Yes, I will make you a mod. Thank you. Oh, wait, let me make sure okay, cool. Thank you, Kim. I trust you. Oh, nice meeting you, Claire. Jamie McIntyre, Galway Town. And YOU is his other song that I really like and I'm so obsessed with. Really, exactly, Amanda. Or don't do your research, just book me. So she says this, and I said, well, so in the interest of ethics, I cannot read your ex-husband or his current wife. However, I can read you and give you advice on how you can best navigate the situation. How was that response? What do y'all think? Was that a good response? Yeah, or book you. See, book me. Yes, I'm also, you want to go to my link. If you want to book with me, go to my link. Right? So that's how I responded. And then she goes, oh, I mean, I know, because I'm also a medium. This is in person. I had to maintain my fucking composure. It took everything in me not to just go the fuck off and be like, you should know better. You want to hear the scoop? Her kids were in their 40s. She made it sound like they were little and somehow her ex, and I knew they weren't little because she was definitely older than me, but like the things that she was asking me was so unethical. And when she told me she was a medium, and she's a practitioner too, I was like, note to self. Oh, really? What's your website? So I can tell people avoid. Because what the heck? And that, my friends, is improper training and red flag. Absolutely, Amanda. And then she wouldn't leave. Fun fact. Like, this is why I don't do a lot of readings in my house, because I can always be like, okay, I gotta go, bye, on my Zoom, right? But when they're in my house, the timer goes off. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, then I have to make it about money, and I never want to make it about money. But sometimes to get them out, I have to be, okay, so are you double booking? Would you like to pay now for the extra time? Because I wanted her out. All that negative energy. I need a panic button. That's right. With an ejector. Oh my God. I needed a seat that just goes pew and like sends her out of my house. But it was a good lesson for me in how to maintain composure, redirect. Hey, Elizabeth, please don't do that, because you're going to get muted for 5 seconds just to remove that, because I have a scammer in here currently that's trying to, well, I blocked them. They're going to come in with a different name. Please don't put your personal stuff in the chat, okay? It's not because I don't care. No, it's not because I don't care or I'm being mean. We just, like right before you came in here, we just booted a scammer. So just so you know, Lorena Carr, will never reach out to you and say, Grand Rising, loved one, I saw that your mother passed, or whatever it was in your chat, and solicit a reading, okay? Just so you know. So friends, just be careful not to put your personal stuff. There are mediums and tarot readers and psychics that in their lives, that's what you're supposed to do. You put your question in there and then they get to your question, okay? And that's fine for them. In my life, I always tell people don't do that because I'm usually doing mediumship or I'm pulling cards for people. And because I get such a strong connection to the other side, it's all spirit-led. I don't charge. Oh, I gave you permission to pin. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let's see. Make sure I gave you all the... You have all the permissions. The scamming is tiresome. It is, tiring. So one of the reasons I come on here is to give demonstration readings, the things that are spirit led, like Rocco had mom and dad come through and give really good we gave good evidence to know that was them. And then, a couple of spirits have popped in to kind of confirm that they're around. But ultimately, like in a one-on-one reading, if you pay me for a reading, you have the power to say, well, let's see who comes through. But don't wait till the last 30 seconds when the timer's going off, like the crazy lady that wouldn't leave my house, that waited till the last 5 seconds to be like, yeah, but isn't my mother coming through? I'm like, no, we were so focused on you not being psycho that no, mom didn't come through. But if you want to book another reading, like, she was nuts. She was very angry. She was an angry elf. Probably a South Pole elf. Not at my house, that's right. I was like, oh my God. And I sage. Oh, I had to sage. I have a recording that a friend of mine who's a shaman gave me that's a house clearing recording. And after her, I turned that recording on and left it. And I left my house and I went to teach the rest of the night. Sage, believe it or not, sage actually scientifically works in the way that it has to do with ions and transforming from negative energy to positive energy. And we see how it's a really good recording, but I mean, she didn't give it to me. I paid $50 for it. But anytime I could feel the energy building up, especially if I do a lot of readings back to back to back, and then like throw in a past life regression, then I'll sage to literally transform the energy from any kind of negative energy to a positive energy. And no, you're fine, Courtney, you're fine. Again, no question is a dumb question unless you just don't ask it, right? It also depends on the sage. But you know what? Sometimes just lighting a candle will do it too, to be honest. Because the light from the candle brings in positive energy. You can call in your angels, your spirits, your guides, your higher self. Yeah. But do your research on the sage. It's a simple Google search. I promise you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you can ask. Setting intentions. Yes, Kim. Kim is right. You can set intentions. With that house clearing, and so anxiety can actually come from external things. Not necessarily like ghosts or anything like that, but like other people's energy. Your own energy coming back to bite you in the butt. That maybe you had a horrible morning, you go to work and you come back and there's like a negative energy hanging in the air. Well, it was probably you. You probably did it. Okay? White sage. Now, see, there's the controversy between white sage and the regular sage. I don't know. I just like how it smells, so I burn it and then call it a day. You recommend to buy high quality sage? No, I don't have any recommendations. I just get it on Amazon. Or, that's not true. I bought it on Amazon once and it was terrible. It smelled funky, but I used it anyway, by God, because I paid for it. And then if I go to like a psychic fair, I love Palo Santo also. I actually like Palo Santo better than I like sage, the smell of it. A lot of times I'll just go to like a local woo shop, you know, and because a lot of times you'll have the bundles of sage with maybe a crystal or something else put in there, like flowers, and then you're supporting local. So go to a local woo-woo shop. You know, support a local business. If you're not sure of somebody who does that locally, then go online on Facebook and be like, hi, local moms, post anonymously in a local moms group. I'm looking for to support a local person who does sage bundles. And you'll find someone. I promise. What other questions? This is fun. What other questions do you guys have? These plants, it gets bigger every year. That's cool. Ooh, I didn't know about that Whole Foods. Thank you, Ivana. It's almost 2 in the morning. And I'm just getting tired. I'm kind of checking in to see if anybody... So, earlier tonight, we were using my fantastic Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. It's the little bag that it comes in. Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. More squirrel questions? I am, actually. I was only 1046 there. You must be out in California, Oregon. Ooh, I feel Oregon. Are you out west? Oregon, Washington area. Visitation dreams are awesome. You know. You must be blocked. You're not blocked. Why would you say that? Oh, I called it. Oregon. I was just in Oregon in October doing readings at Sulfa. Are you in Portland area, Kylie? Are you like close to Portland? So I'm getting ready to give you a resource if you are. It can be. Some people are just wired to have really amazing dreams. Seattle, Washington. I've never been to Seattle. I've always wanted to go. Rocco's in California. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I was just curious. Because I was actually out in Portland in October doing live readings with my friend Carrie at a place called Soulful. So if you ever go to Portland, you should go check it out. I've had very vivid ones. Interesting. So lean into that. Or do you recognize who's coming in your dreams? Do you recognize the messages? It might be from spirit. It might be your guides. You're from California. Okay. All right. I have one of my besties lives out in Portland. Dream seemed to have clues, but can't figure out what it meant. You know what? Sometimes you just have to write them down, or I suck at that. I don't write them down. What I do is I'll wake up and I'll grab my phone and do a voice recording is what I'll do. And then I'll go back and listen to it later. And because it'll jog my memory of the dream, but also once I'm awake and have the wherewithal, then I can make sense of the dream. I feel like when we first wake up, they don't always make sense. So if you dream very, very vividly, do that. Oh, we have 80.8 thousand likes. Thanks for pointing that out. Thank you. But also, we've been hanging out at 169 shares for a long time. Also, I thought I saw Reggie just pop in here. Reggie, are you in here? Are you stalking me? I just wanted to say hi. That's all. And also let people follow you. All right. You guys want to do a card? Also, oh, geez. Okay, let's not. Reggie. Make sure you guys follow Reggie. He's awesome. Well, hello in Sweden. I've never been to Sweden. I've always wanted to go. All right, drop a squirrel if you want me to pull a card for you. Let's do this. Look at me, Reggie, up past like some ridiculous hour. All right, here we go. I'm going to choose someone, the first name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Alyssa. Whoa, where'd you come from? I haven't even seen you in this whole discussion. Hello, welcome, and congratulations. Let's pull a card for Alyssa. Crown chakra, leaning into your knowing, information that's coming in from the divine. Yeah, you just popped in and you just got a card. Like, all these people are like, what the fuck? Where'd she come from? I'm kidding. It means you were meant to be here. All right, so here we go. So the crown chakra from my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck is the crown chakra resonates with divine music, guiding our spiritual journey. It opens to higher consciousness, harmonizing the soul with universal wisdom and enlightenment. I am up late. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't even overloaded on caffeine. What it is usually my husband's up and whining, so I don't go late anymore. I don't go live, even though I'm wide awake. And then he goes to bed, so then I lay in bed and I'm like, maybe I should be on. And then I'm just not. But I did commit inadvertently to do a live every day for a week. So here we are. So, Alyssa, back to you. Crown chakra. I feel like you're getting messages intuitively and you're getting a lot of information. And you feel like you're making it up. And I want you to ask questions of the universe. I want you to ask questions of your spirit guides and go, okay, should I do should I do this? The first answer that comes into your head is the right one. The second is you talking yourself out of it. I'm just saying. Carrie, exactly what I said. I know, right, Amanda? All right, so here we go. That was for Alyssa. So thank you, Alyssa. Make sure you're following me. And make sure we're sharing. Dudes, we're still stuck at 169 shares. We have been for over an hour. Oh, I probably just missed it, Steffi. There's like 80 people in here. I probably just missed it. If you would like to book with me, just go to the link in my profile. And it'll take you directly to my link tree, so you can see what classes I offer, it'll take you right to my website, and you can see what my prices are and what all services I offer. Okay. Sorry if you felt like you were not being seen. I probably just honestly didn't see you. I promise. All right. So let's see here. Drop a squirrel if you'd like to be considered for a card. I'm going to choose the first name I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? First name I see, Kim. Again, not one of the people that have been in here for like the last 2 hours. Interesting. Or not Kim, not Kim moderator. Kim as like a long Kim name. I think there's a Z in it too. Kimbit, that's what it is. You get the Lover's card. Were you coming in here asking about a relationship reading? In the vast celestial tapestry, 2 souls with a common purpose find their destiny written in the constellations. Across the cosmic expanse, their connection is an ethereal dance, guided, thank you for the gifts, friends, guided by fate's gentle hand, entwined in the eternal embrace of destiny's intricate design. Now, wait, why are you talking about Outlander, Reggie? Why you gotta be talking about Outlander? You get me all excited about these things. Also, I'm all caught up on Outlander. Whoop, whoop. So, this is about relationships. This is about whether it's an actual relationship, or if it is about partnership. It's about partnership. Absolutely, Amanda. The postcards, 100% postcards. If a card resonates with you and you're like, that just answered my question, are you kidding me? Then take it as a win. Trying to watch now, and that card sounded like it. The epitome of Jamie and Claire right here. Also, I love that you're watching Outlander, Reggie. And We must chat about it. I feel like we need to have a whole entire live discussion about it. I'm just saying. I'm all caught up. Anybody else in here watch Outlander? Who else watches Outlander? It's not season 8 yet. It's season 7, part 2. Yes, exactly. Piggybacking. Yes, I have a crown that's Outlander inspired. So the card is Jamie and Claire. Absolutely. So it might just be telling you to get caught up. What is dropping a squirrel? Oh, so welcome, Anna. What that means is if you would like to be considered for a card, then you just drop a squirrel. But I'm not even to 200 shares right yet. So my crown is downstairs in the basement and I'm upstairs. It was literally, you got bored with it. See, I read the 9 books. Yes. I read the books, so I already know what's coming, but it's fun watching my husband watch it who's not read the books. So let's get to 200 shares so I can do another poll. And look, wouldn't it be cool if we could get to, we have over 100 people in here, well, we did for a hot second, and get 100,000 likes. That'd be amazing. Yeah, so like literally an emoji. If you have emojis on your phone, do a squirrel emoji. So it is accurate to the book, sort of. There's a lot missing. So if the analogy is, if you see an iceberg, here's the water level, here's the iceberg, but here's the iceberg underneath the water. It's like the TV show, the books. Oh, good night, Nicole. Here, I'm gonna see if we get another one here. Let's see what we get here. So drop a squirrel if you want to be considered for a reading, but also we're not to 200 shares yet. Let's get to 200 shares. I love the books. The books were long though, but I watched the show, the first 5 seasons before I ever read the books. So I did watch the show before I read the books. We're at 200 shares. Let's do this. Drop squirrels, friends, if you want to get a card. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Oh, like the little thing popped up. Hold on. Courtney! K&E Custom. K&E Custom. Courtney. Woohoo, you've been here a long time. Sorry, the little potato popped up and blocked. I couldn't see anything. And my eyes were like, all right, here we go. What does Courtney need to know? Ascend. Ooh, Ascend. Yeah, notice there's a lot of similarities with this one in the Lovers card. I thought it was interesting. Oh, good night, Nicole. Make sure you're following me, but make sure you get notified when I go live next. You guys also, just fun fact, don't just follow me. Hit the bell and then choose I post. I try to post every day. Watch my videos. I'm fucking funny. I'm just saying. But also get notified when I go live. I do go live every Thursday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Standard Time, and I call my show Spirit Signs and Sips, and follow my other platforms. Okay, awesome. Ascend. Ascend to higher vibrations where the symphony of your soul resonates with divine frequencies, dancing in the eternal ballet of the cosmos. In this elevated state, find the harmonious balance that weaves through the cosmos, moving gracefully to the celestial rhythm, transcending earthly discord. I feel like for you, Courtney, this is kind of a call to action for you right now, that you are getting these weird feelings of feeling like you know stuff, but you don't really know how you know stuff. Start leaning into that a little bit more. I feel like you're kind of being called, you're expanding, you're starting to expand your belief system. You're starting to see things for realistically what they are. And your discernment is a lot more on point lately is what I feel like I'm also hearing. Would that make sense to you, Courtney? K&E? Yes, okay. It's time for you to kind of step into that and start understanding that what you are getting is legitimate. Spirit's not messing around now. So buckle up, because I feel like they're getting ready to take you on a ride of expansion and ascension. That's where that ascend came up. You're starting to also be a lot more discerning about the people you hang out with, and you're starting to recognize who are vampire energies versus like people who are equal energy exchange. People who just kind of suck the life out of you and take and take and take, and you're like, ooh, how about no? How about I'm done giving and giving and giving without any return? So this is part of that ascension process, is you're going to start seeing the differences. Yeah, let's get to 100,000 likes. I've not had 100,000 likes in well over 2 years, because I get like 25 people on my Thursday. It is hard, but you'll get there, I promise. Tap, tap, tap the screen, friends. But wait, pause. Squirrels, if you'd like a card. Thank you, Courtney, for allowing me to read for you and for following me. I'm going to choose the next person in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Jamie Isaacson. Jamie Isaacson. What card does Jamie Isaacson need? Healing. Healing is coming up for you. Healing the inner child, recognizing that you can still dance with that inner child. You can nurture that inner child. You don't have to judge it so harshly for not doing what you thought it should be doing. Healing is a dance with the inner child who never stops dreaming, cherishes the laughter, and yearns for joy. In this life walk, we must learn to sway to the rhythm of our deepest emotions while twirling through pain and leaping towards healing. By honoring our inner child, we embrace the purest part of our soul, discovering the music within that guides us to wholeness and harmony. So I feel like for you, Jamie, which is funny because Reggie and I were just talking about Outlander. Honor this inner child. Quit beating it down so much. You didn't know what you didn't know, and now that you know better, you do better. And I think it's really important for you to recognize that we all make mistakes. We all do dumb things. We all are victims at the hands of unknowing, uneducated adults. And I think it's important for you to recognize that just because you had trauma, just because you had things going on as a child, that doesn't mean you have to live that now. That can be a part of you. You can love that child. You can forgive that child. That child can forgive you, that inner child. But you don't have to live in that pain and that suffering and that fear and that sadness. And my computer just died. That's what's been charging my phone this whole time. Thanks, Kylie. So make sure you guys are all following me. There's 92 people in this room. I should have 92 followers now when I sign off. Make sure you guys are all following. I want to see all these follows. I want to see them come up. I want to be notified that you're all following me. Follow, follow, follow. And then also get notified when I go live, because I do a show where I do free readings called Spirit Signs and Sips on Thursday mornings. So make sure you're following me up there. I want to see lots of follows. Follow, follow, follow. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it. We're only 10,000 away from 100,000 likes. I have literally not had that in over 2 years. If you already follow, then just tap, tap, tap the screen, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for the potato. Someday I'm going to move to someplace in Europe. It'll either be France or it's going to be Galway or Dublin. No, Dublin's too cityfied. Probably Galway. I love Galway. Over Galway town. All right, let's get to 100,000 likes. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. tomorrow. Santa. Sorry, I had to say that. I had to quote that. All right, if you want a card, let's do this. Kylie got it. Santa. All right. If you would like a card, drop a squirrel. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do a rapid fire. This is what I call a rapid fire, where I don't do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing. I don't know, Taylor. Do you have a job? Do you want fries with that? Dude, And my scammers will come for you and say, Grand Rising loved one, I have a message about your job. It's not me. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start pulling cards for just random names. Here we go. You guys ready? Leanne, welcome back. Sacral chakra. Leanne, you have the sacral chakra linked to creativity and sensuality, enhances our expressive power. It deepens spiritual connections while bringing emotional release, joy, and inner harmony through fluid movement and passionate energy. The sacral chakra is all about expressing yourself, and I feel like right now, as you move into the next month, Leanne, that you're going to be kind of challenged to express yourself without shame, without regret, without worry of being who you are. Be authentic to yourself. All right. Amanda, what do you need? All smiles, Amanda, for you. Align. Align comes up. Align your spirit with the universal equilibrium. Ooh, I just feel like you need to be aligning yourself with people that vibe with you. I feel like you're doing major inventory check on friends and relatives, and it's okay to set boundaries. It's okay for you to go, wow, that doesn't vibe. That doesn't mean cut them out and be rude. That just means you don't have to engage. Align yourself with people that are good for you and that lift you up. Oh, you just said this. That's awesome. All right, Kylie, for you, Grace. Grace? She passed away 30 years ago. I am full of the Christmas quotes, the Christmas movie quotes. Grace flow. Have grace for you. I'm not even going to read it. Have grace for yourself and have grace for others. We all make mistakes. We are here to be human. We are here to make mistakes because we're going to learn. So I want you to give yourself grace and space, and also have grace for others in the way that you would want to have grace. I'm not joking. Everything she just said came out of my mouth 2 seconds before that. That's amazing. I love that, Amanda. Thank you for that validation. Have grace for yourself. You got to have grace for yourself, but also others. Give grace to others in the way that you would want grace for yourself. Carrie Warren, heart chakra. Ooh, heart chakra comes in for you. The heart, like a tap dance, pulses with rhythm. So I feel like you're a feeler. You are a person who feels energy. You don't just see it here. You feel it, and you feel it in your chest. When someone's upset, you feel it. And I feel like it's important for you to start learning the discernment of what's yours and what's somebody else's. That was really loud and clear. So I hope that made sense to you. Jennifer Palmer. Oh, wait, is that Jennifer? Like my dance friend, Jennifer? Or is that a different Jennifer Palmer? Oh, hi, Holly. Oh, it's you. Hi, I just pulled you a card. All right, grief. So the grief card is coming up for you. Notice the duality with the grief. Yeah, the difference in the colors. And I feel like grief for you is you are letting something go. You're letting go a way of a life or a way of being, or maybe literal grief, right? There's something that you're having to let go, and you're going through the stages. And I feel like Spirit is saying, allow yourself to be sad about it. Allow yourself to go through those stages of grief, because it will make you stronger. It'll make you a better person. But I feel like there's a big change that just happened, and that's interesting because I don't know of this. I don't know what this change would be for you, but I feel like there's a big shift for you. Let's see if she responded. So Jennifer, allow yourself the grieving process. Allow yourself to get to the other side of it. No idea what's going on. Now we have to go stalk your Facebook because I have no idea what's going on with you. But that came on pretty strong. All right, Michaela, you get manifest. Thank you, Jennifer, for coming in. Manifesting is an exciting dance of allowing and accepting what we truly deserve. This divine right aligns our deepest desires with the universe's abundant flow. No big change that I can think of. There's something going on, though, that you're sad about. Like, not sad, but like that you're grieving the loss of. And you have to allow yourself to grieve. I just keep hearing that over and over again. Allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to grieve. So I'm curious to know what that is. We'll talk later. Maybe you just miss me so much because I haven't judged. And you're just missing me so much that you're grieving the loss of me. Says every Leo. Self-centered. Oh, I'm just messing with you. Anyway, back to this manifesting card. All right. Understand that when we manifest, it's not about wishing we had something, because all we're going to do is manifest the wish. We have to believe that we deserve it. Okay? Steffi gets the nature card. Get outside, get grounded. Do things that, I feel like there's a lot of chemical stuff in your world, or there's a lot of things that you're trying to you're decompressing, you're trying to detoxify. That's the word I was looking for, detoxify. I'm hearing something about detoxifying and do things more naturally. Interesting. That's not normally what that card means, but that's what came in pretty strong. Let's see, what else are we getting? Are we to 100,000 follows yet, or likes yet? No, we're not. All right, let's see. Shell, you've been hanging out forever. Echoes, that's interesting. The echoes came up again. Because that's where that big reading came in, and you had not been in here very long. Echoes for you is, I feel like you're reviewing your past and you're doing a lot of reflection. I feel like you are realizing the past doesn't have to define you. It can create who you are, but it doesn't have to define you. And I think it's really important for you to remember that. And your past relatives don't have to define you either. You are very unique to you, and it's okay for you to be different. Okay. How about Lori B? Keep we're almost 100,000, you guys. Keep tapping. It's been over 2 years since I've been at over 100,000 in likes. Probably because I never go live at night. If you guys are liking this live at night thing, I can do it more. I could probably do it more often. Just make my husband go to bed. Cycles. Ooh, we haven't gotten this card tonight yet. Cycles. I feel like, Lori, this is for you in the way that you're in the process of evaluating cycles. I feel like you are, especially for the last month, I feel like some things have been revealed to you that you're starting to see differently. You're starting to see things differently, and some things have come to light for you, and you're starting to recognize cycles that you're like, oh, how about not that? But you're also starting to see things that you're doing well. And I feel like it's really important for you to start recognizing and focusing on the things that you're doing well, and that the positive things that you're making changes on. And it's okay to observe cycles and start breaking them. Okay? Oh, cool. All right. Emily, let's see. You got the Harmony card. Harmony, balancing your chakras. You're welcome, Lori. I feel like for you, Emily, I feel like your solar plexus is off, and you're not listening to your gut. Ooh, we're at 100,000. You guys are awesome. Thank you. It's been so long since I've had over 100,000 calls, mostly because I'm not live at night. That would be really good. You're manifesting that, Jennifer. You're helping me manifest that 200,000. So I feel like, Emily, the Harmony one, I feel like you're not listening to your gut, or something about your gut. And Spirit really wants you to listen. Because I feel like also literally you're having like heartburn issues, or something to do with your stomach. Like digestive issues. Something is off. You seem confused by that. You're not listening. I hear you're not listening to your gut. You're turning away from what you know instinctively you're supposed to be doing. Also, my right eye is really, really, really itchy, and I don't know why. Is your right eye bothering you, Emily? Am I channeling you? This could be for you too. Oh, nope. Okay, I was just being silly, by the way. It's literally, I think I have an eyelash in my eye. Yeah, for you, the solar plexus is what was really jumping out for me for you. I was joking, Emily, by the way. I legitimately have an eyelash in my eye. It's the gut. Listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. I just keep hearing listen to your gut. I think it's important. Sometimes we get messages that don't apply yet. So I want you to, and also I've never claimed to be 100% right, but very rarely do I get specific with that. Do I get specific things like that. And that's okay if you don't know what it is. Sit with it. Hang on to it because it might make sense tomorrow. Like there might be something happen that Spirit is saying, hey, something's coming, listen to your gut. I don't feel like it would be bad necessarily. It's just they're really trying to get you to listen to your gut. So it could be like a future thing. Of course, I have no proof of that. And you can come tell me I'm full of horse shit on Thursday if you want to come into my live and be like, hey, remember that time you said listen to my gut and I thought you were crazy and I didn't know what I meant? I still think that. And I'd be like, cool. But can we still be friends? Well, if you want to book a reading with me, that's fine. That's why there's a reason these are free. It's also 2 a.m, so give me a little bit of grace on that. All right. Let's do okay. But I so appreciate you've been here like the whole night. I so appreciate you. Thank you, by the way. All right, I'm gonna pull, how are we doing here? I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. How about a wolf? And then I see someone else I want to pull one for too. Hang on. A wolf gets the higher self. Some of these are repeats from earlier. A wolf, I feel like you're having a hard time. I feel like you're sorting through something. There's something that you're trying to sort through and you've been like, I don't know what to do. I feel like you're being faced with a choice. And you're trying to figure out whether you're right or left. And I feel like you're trying to listen to everybody else. There's other people. I think I'm getting impressed by the 2 of Swords also. The conversation with my parents. Interesting. And you're asking for outside validation on things. But what this card is saying is listen to your own higher self. It's important to get other people's opinions. But I feel like there's a decision that you need to make that is based on what you do know that is best for you, because you're the only one that can really, truly know what's best for you. So thanks for following me and doing the whole thing. How about Janice? Janice gets curiosity. I bet she's wondering what in the world we're doing in here. I'm kidding. So I wanted to be a comedian once. So I think I'm funny. You're welcome, A-Wolf. Curiosity. I feel like this is just reminding you to remain curious. And sometimes we get so caught up in our everyday world. We get caught up in finances. We get caught up in the things we need to do and the agendas and the schedules. And I feel like it's really important for you to remember to be curious, to keep learning new things, to instead of just when you feel like you're in a rut, pick up a book and learn something new. Learn a new craft. Learn a new skill. Do something fun that will expand your horizons and get yourself away from the Monday. You're welcome, Janice. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card and then I'm going to bed. I think I'm officially crashing. Let's see. Anna, hypnotherapist. Actually, I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Keep tapping. I've got one other person who needs a card too. So Anna, literally fall asleep listening to you. Oh, thank you. Which is funny because I do hypnosis and people say that all the time. Like I put them into hypnosis with my voice. So Rising Phoenix. I love this for you, Anna. This card comes up for me. Actually, I channeled a deity called Rising Phoenix once. Like trance channeled. It was such a big fiery energy. But for you, I feel like this Rising Phoenix energy is coming to you today, Anna, because you are interesting that you do hypnotherapy also. And Leanne was just saying that, and then I was talking about the hypnotherapy. But then it's all coming together. I feel like you either had to take a break for something. There's something that you had to step away from. There was a jolt, like the tower moment is what I call it. There's like a tower moment. And I feel like there's something that crashed down. And right now, Spirit's acknowledging your expansion of the wings, expansion of your fire, and understanding that you have really stepped into your power. And Spirit is so, so, so proud of you for overcoming this big thing that you just did. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Oh, good night, Emily. I hope that comes to you. Message me. I'm not going to do like a crazy reading on the messages, but like, I feel like that card's going to make sense to you later. Okay, so that was for Anna. I'd say 1 not working. Thank you. Yes, it makes sense. Good, I'm glad. Okay, I know Ashes, you need a card too. I knew I was going to pick one for you. Interesting, you got the Ascend card. Again, we got a couple duplicates here. ascend for you, I feel like, Ashes, you are in a process of expanding your energy, and I feel like you're also clearing out your auric field. I'm hearing something about clearing out your auric field. Like I feel like you've picked up negative energy from other people and it's time to clear it out. You've got to clear out. And also some of your own baggage is here. But I feel like you're just in the process of clearing out your auric field and getting rid of energy. So ask your guides to help you clear that garbage out that you're clearing. A higher self is actually more powerful even. Ask your higher self to clear out all that negative energy, because as you do that, your auric field will expand further. Your etheric body will expand further, and you'll start noticing a lot more, I feel like. So, all right, friends. It is like, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning, something like that. And I think I'm crashing. And my husband's probably going to come out here in his underwear in a second, and we'll be all like, ah! Actually, my husband's kind of a hottie, so I'm just saying. You're welcome, Ashes. I hope that made sense for you. All right. So that you guys have been seeing the cards from my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. Here's some of the other ones that we have not seen. Shadows is one of my favorites. I have all the... Ooh, Purpose is another really good one. I can't believe that didn't come up. A line came up twice. Some of these came up twice. Compassion, that's another really good one. Yes, Leanne, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Thursday. Santa's coming to town. So yes, I do Spirit Signs and Sips on Thursday mornings, Eastern Standard Time from 10 to noon. And I'll do readings on there. We talk about fun stuff. Sometimes I'll bring people in. And usually what I'll do on Thursday mornings, if I'm doing readings, I'll actually pop the person into the box and we do full-on readings. So it's not just in the chat. And sometimes I bring on stars like Jamie McIntyre. I'll bring other mediums in. We'll have discussions. I'm not really sure what's on the docket for Thursday. I have no plan, although in my notebook I do have a plan. I just don't remember what it is. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. I love it. I love it, love it. So if you guys are interested in purchasing my deck, there's a free gift special going on right now, and it comes with this fun little bag. I didn't do a box to keep the cost down, but even then, I'm not getting rich off of it, that's for sure, but unexecuted notebook plans, that's right. I do have a notebook of all the things that I'm going to do. So tomorrow I'm going to be planning my live for Thursday. I've got a couple ideas for people to bring on the show. But I need to work all that out. It was Nutcracker weekend. So my dance studio had Nutcracker this weekend. So all last week I pretty much kind of checked out. And then I'm anticipating surgery on my knee January 7th. So there we go. Hi, Tony. I am doing well. I'm getting ready to sign off. Thank you all so much for helping me get to my goal of over 100,000. It was such a spontaneous thing. I had no intention of going live tonight. It turned out really well, though, so I think maybe I'll try to do it again. On another night, my husband's like, I just want to go to sleep. I'll be like, bye, and I'll pop on here live. So make sure you're not only following me, but getting notified. Okay? You're okay. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. On Thursdays, I multi-stream to all my platforms. Okay? So make sure you're following all, especially with the ban potentially happening. Even if it doesn't get banned, I have a feeling that when Americans take over whatever this is happening with TikTok, 100% of everything, it's going to be like another Meta where you have to pay to play, where that organicness of TikTok is going to kind of fall away. I know I have like 36,000 followers, and I think the most I had in my room tonight was 103. On Thursdays, I might have 30 people. You know, the views are way low, and I feel like I'm interesting to watch, but thank you all. Make sure your notifications are on and watch my videos, you guys. I do try to educate people, and I also try to be funny too. And if you like Wicked, I did do a funny little popular homage. You'll have 31 this week. That's right. Ooh, thank you. But yeah, my Thursday mornings are pretty light as far as followers. And I know it's just because it's a weekday and most people have, jobs. Imagine that. But that was a day that I knew I could show up every single day. I pride myself. One thing you'll learn about me, I pride myself on showing up when I say I'm going to. Period. If I have to cancel for some reason, it is 1,000% legit. If I have to cancel something or reschedule something, and it just very, very rarely happens, I show up. And I knew I could show up every Thursday at 10 a.m. So that's what I chose. And plus someday it's going to be famous and I'm going to be famous, and because that's what us Leos do. Also on Thursdays, you get to see my actual reading room and all the crowns that I like to wear. I actually wear like beautiful crystal crowns that a friend of mine makes for me. So, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you saying that. Okay, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic, amazing, Thursday on TikTok as well as all my other platforms. I'm trying to get more traction on my other platforms just in case things don't end well with the tickety talk. Okay. And what's crazy is even on the other platforms, the most I'll have in those lives are like 2 or 3 people. That's how much the other platforms do not perform. It's crazy. 36,000 here on TikTok versus 600 on every one of my other platforms. So Lorinda Carr Medium across the board. You can go check out my website, see what else I do, all the good things, but I'm not trying to make this into a commercial necessarily. Just make sure you get notified when I go live, because you never know, you might end up getting a free reading. And as it gets closer to the holidays, I'll probably end up doing some giveaways. And doing some fun games and contests during my lives. So, all right, I adore you all. Thank you all for hanging out with me and supporting me and tapping the screen. And Kim, thank you. Oh, Kim. Oh my God, Kim. You've been my moderator. You've been my moderator all night. And I just reached over to pick up a card. And Kim, I always try to give my moderators a card as well. You got the flow card. That's the card that came up for you, was flow. And I feel like Spirit's just saying, just let the stuff flow through you. Let it flow. We're bringing it to you. We're bringing you the love. We're bringing you the information. And they're expanding you. And just allow it to flow in. Your ancestors are stepping in. Your loved ones are stepping in. Allow them. And also, trance class might be a thing for you. Trance class might be an option for you. Let's talk about that. So, thank you for all your help tonight, Kim. I really, really appreciate you. And all of you that were encouraging everybody to tap and all that. Just make sure you're following me. I adore you all. And I'm so thankful, so thankful for the opportunity to share spirit with you all and share education with you all. And just know that I will never reach out to you. Okay, if you get a message from someone that, like with my profile picture and all that, it's not me. I'm not a big jerk. I'm not going to follow you back. It's just for your own safety and just knowing that it's not me. All right, thank you all. Have an amazing night. Mwah. Bye.